Hello everyone, this is Sean Broccoli here, and in today's video we will be starting episode 10 of Disgaea 4 Complete Plus, and this will actually be the final episode of the main story. There will be some extra stuff, there's DLC and some extra kind of stories as well. I will also be putting up videos of those. I don't know if I'll do voiceover commentary for all of them because they're not really all that interesting, and they don't really require me to go over anything. It's just kind of pretty straightforward. We'll just go forward and start the video.
Fear the Great! I've only heard of it, but I didn't think it was real!
A system to destroy the world by absorbing malice and giving it a physical form. That is the program known as Fear the Great.
System? Program?
To simplify it even more for you, idiot, it means that the world is going to be destroyed by the malice of the stupid humans.
But why does this have to happen now? Is this the work of the aliens too?
No, the activation of Fear the Great can only be done by an order from God. God? Isn't God supposed to help us?
God isn't here to save humans. God is not like demons and angels. He presides over the entire universe, but he isn't on anyone's side.
It's his job to pretend to have almighty power and keep order in the universe. The extinction of human beings, when compared to the vastness of the universe, probably isn't that big of a deal to him.
However, there must be some reason Fear the Great was activated. Why has God decided to destroy the humans?
Is it because Fen didn't say his prayers seriously? Well, according to what I've read, Fear the Great is activated when the amount of malice on a planet exceeds a certain level. It has been activated 7 times in the past, and the targeted planets and their residents have all been completely wiped out. Every planet in the universe is said to be equipped with this program.
Getting killed by your own malice. What an ironic system.
So, was Nemo the trigger that activated Fear the Great? Most likely, yes. Fear the Great possesses the person with the most malice and continues to grow by feeding on malice all around the world. We have to do something before it's too late.
But what are we supposed to do?
The human world is full of malice. It might already be too late.
Crying about it isn't going to turn things around. Isn't there a way to stop Fear the Great?
Unfortunately, not that I know of. It can't be helped. No one has ever successfully stopped Fear the Great in the past.
And it's up to us to change history with our own hands.
If you're that determined, then I'll go ahead and open the path to Fear the Great. Only we, the ones with the power of light, can do that.
Thanks. God, watch us now! We'll stop this arrogant system you've created and crush your ego!
Is that even possible? Fighting a system that was created by God?
What's the matter, Desco? Are you saying that you're afraid of God?
No way! Desco will beat the crap out of God!
What about you, rascal? Will you follow the destiny that was laid out by God?
I'm gonna go with you, of course. So what about God? I can't be a demon if I'm afraid of him.
What do you say, lass?
Do you even have to ask? If I save the world from this crisis, I'll definitely become the ruler of Earth. There's no reason for me to ignore this awesome opportunity.
Fenric, are you... Actually, never mind.
Yes, all is for my lord.
Then shall we head out to rebel against God?
Please wait. Why didn't you ask me?
Are you sure? You'll be going against God. You know that, right, Angel?
Still, I want to come. I have responsibilities too.
Okay. Then do what you want.
Mr. Vampire, you're not going to ask me any questions, are you? Aren't you curious to find out what happened between me and Nemo?
I can wait till you're willing to talk about it. After all, that's what allies do for each other.
Allies? So you accept me as an ally? I'm honored.
The real final episode! Ties deeper than darkness!
Sorry for the wait, everyone. I've opened up a dimensional path to Fear the Great.
Thank you, Lady Flawn. I can't imagine what would happen if any of the other Archangels found out about this. I'm so sorry for all the trouble.
Oh, it was nothing.
Huh? I don't know what exactly it takes to open up a path to a dimension, but Archangels seem to be wicked cool.
How cool is that? Cooler than a final boss? I don't want to flatter myself, but we are super cool. We're so cool. Final bosses can't even compare.
Really? I don't know if I agree with that.
Ah, it looks like Celestia is running low on intelligent officers as well as on funds.
Hey! I'm said to be the most popular and powerful Archangel in all of Celestia! You're being super rude! Plus, these eyes of mine are very good judges of character. They're even better than the Seraphs! I think. I'm the one who discovered Artina, you know.
Seriously? Then, can you scout me too when I die? I so don't want to go to Hades.
Someone who's scheming to take over the world could never be an angel.
How do you know? If this lady can be an archangel, I'm pretty sure I can too.
You can't have my position! I'll never recruit you!
What? Why not? You suck.
That's it! I'm determined to stop you! You're banned from Celestia forever!
Please stop, Lady Archangel. Your dignity as an Archangel.
Oops! Oh, you're right. Well, everyone, please take care of my Artina. Make sure she returns safe.
Don't worry about that. You can count on me.
Thank you.
It's only natural to protect an ally. There's no need to thank me.
Oh, right.
Valvatores knows that the Thief Angel is officially Artina now, but his attitude towards her hasn't changed a bit. He's actually acting more indifferent.
You have no idea, do you? He's totally holding himself back. You can tell he can't stop thinking about her.
He's just trying to cover it up, huh? Desco's excitement is now stimulating her libido.
Shut up, you lascivious females. My lord couldn't possibly be thinking about women before the final battle.
Oh yeah? Isn't it about time for you to grow apart from your master, huh?
Kill you.
Desco will protect Big Sis.
There's no point in saying that from behind my back.
Could you guys please start acting serious already?
I'm not sure if I should feel reassured by their lighthearted attitude or not.
We're raising a rebellion against God. We should feel completely confident. Everyone, let's go beat up the almighty God!
Tyrant Valvatore's rebellion, which started in Hades, the prison of the Netherworld, has grown to become a rebellion against a system created by God. There were no hints of despair or hopelessness, in the faces of those headed into battle. The only things that were apparent were that their hearts believed in the future, and they were determined to carve out their own paths with the strength of their own powers.
Hell, it feels pretty weird in here.
Disco hears strange noises too.
Yeah, sounds like someone moaning. This place is creepy.
You are a demon, aren't you?
It must be the voices of human hatred. Fear the Great is really gathering a lot of human malice.
We just have to defeat all that malice, so Fear the Great will lose his power source.
Yeah, but how do we fight something that's not actually here?
Hate. I won't forgive you.
Whoa! Who are these guys?
They don't look normal.
These are the physical forms of malice. These physical manifestations of malice are wandering around, looking for targets to take all of their anger out on.
Product of fools. It's enough to make me laugh.
Some of them seem familiar.
Indeed, but their images are too accurate to have been created by the current humans from Earth.
Yes, all of them were created by one human. The human that we know all too well. The human who possesses the most malice.
Are you doing this, lass?
Are you out of your mind?
My lord, please listen to them. You should be able to hear his voice.
Destroy. Destroy. Humans. Everything. Everything. And everyone who took everything away from me that one day. And who have forsaken me.
Is this Nemo? Judge Nemo?
But what is he talking about?
Producing this much malice by himself. He must be holding on to a tremendous amount of hatred. So much, in fact, that God has forsaken him.
What could have caused him to be this way? Well, not that I can. Everyone, we must defeat these bodies of malice, destroy his personal hatred, and return them to ash.
Okay, so we're going to start with stage 1. So this stage, it's pretty straightforward. The best strategy here is
I'll show you sardine
kind
power!
of set up a wall around your base. So the blue Geo panels are a silence, have a silence effect. The other ones are going to, I believe they say, they're called bye-bye panels. Basically, if you have a turn on those panels, the character dies. So this also goes into effect for enemies as well. So if they're on the panels at the end of the enemy turn, they will die. That can make things easier for you. But
Your back is wide open.
you'll get experience for that, so you kind of want to finish them off yourself. Now, the Geo puzzle, it's solvable. However, I don't really recommend it. Not at least for, I guess, the first playthrough.
Yeah!
All these enemies, they do pack quite a bit of a punch, so they can do a lot of damage.
Disco's going!
In order to solve this puzzle, you would have to go to basically each section, grab the block, and throw it on blue block, or destroy one. Well, any color except common. Actually, I just want the color ones. So, obviously, like I said, the strategy here is to stay by the base. At this point in the game, if you do not have the level 12 products, I recommend getting your product level up to 12. So if you haven't really watched the previous videos where I kind of went over it, I think I only did it in one video. You have a customer rank and a product rank. You have to get your customer rank up before you can get the product rank up to the same level. So you get the customer rank up by buying and selling. So obviously buy one of everything and sell it.
You're all gonna
Once that's done, you go to campaign. Call settings and pass a bill for more expensive stuff. Each time you do that, it goes up by one product level, I guess. So obviously, at the beginning of the game, you're at 1. If you pass the bill, you go up to 2, and there's a total of 12 product ranks that you can buy. And then everything else is sort of either just gained as bonuses, or you can't get them until landing cartridge. Strategy here. So yeah, you obviously want the more expensive stuff. You want to be as powerful as you can, because this episode is very hard. The enemies are really strong. You can dispatch your team pretty easily, especially the second last level.
It's my turn.
So given that the thing is silenced, you'll notice throughout the video that I'll keep some characters I might just leave on the panel, Geo panel, and that'll allow me to at least, that'll allow me to use the spell. I can put a mage there, with healer there. There are other Geo panels on them that are around there. You can set people up there as well. It does make them a little bit vulnerable because they're not really in good positions. The other thing worth noting is those pink boxes.
I'll do my best.
If they are destroyed, they actually blow up and do some,
Do my best.
I guess, explosive damage.
I'll do my best.
It's actually
I'll
something
do my best.
to watch out for. Other than that, there's nothing too crazy. As long as you've got all the paths kind of covered, you should be able to handle it well. Move on to stage 2.
weird in here.
Disco hears strange noises too.
Yeah, sounds like someone moaning. This place is creepy.
You are a demon, aren't you?
It must be the voices of human hatred. Fear the Great is really gathering a lot of human malice.
We just have to defeat all that malice, so Fear the Great will lose his power source.
Yeah, but how do we fight something that's not actually here?
Hate. I won't forgive you.
Whoa! Who are these guys?
They don't look normal.
These are the physical forms of malice. These physical manifestations of malice are wandering around, looking for targets to take all of their anger out on.
The product of fools. It's enough to make me laugh.
Some of them seem familiar.
Indeed, but their images are too accurate to have been created by the current humans from Earth.
Yes, all of them were created by one human. The human that we know all too well. The human who possesses the most malice.
Are you doing this, lass?
Are you out of your mind?
My lord, please listen to them. You should be able to hear his voice.
Destroy. Destroy. Humans. Everything. Everything. And everyone who took everything away from me that one day, and who have forsaken me.
Is this... Nemo? Judge Nemo?
But what is he talking about?
Producing this much malice by himself. He must be holding on to a tremendous amount of hatred. So much, in fact, that God has forsaken him.
What could have caused him to be this way? Well, not that I can. Everyone! We must defeat these bodies of malice! Destroy his personal hatred and return them to ash!
Okay, so we're here at stage 2, so it's going to be a fairly small map. It's a bunch of geoblocks that are stacked up with the base panel in the middle. There will be 8 malice slime monsters, I guess. So this stage in general is going to basically tell you how well you're equipped for, I guess, this episode. So basically what you're looking at is obviously there's like a bunch of effects from the geoblocks. You're obviously not able to use your spells because of the silence, which is the pink one. There's obviously a way around that, which I will go over. You'll actually see it probably before I go over it, but anyways, you're basically supposed to fight these enemies without using any of your spells, and obviously if you're having trouble doing damage, it's one of two things. You're either under-leveled, or 2, your equipment needs to be upgraded. Obviously, I do recommend the level 12 or higher, or the product level 12, which is the highest, but you're looking at probably weapon ranks of 30 or higher. They do go up to 40, but some of them are you can only get a lot of them after you beat the game. So anyways, your strategy here will just be to take out the monsters. What you can do to kind of help yourself out, you can take out the pink geo blocks and then move your characters down onto the blue. This will at least remove the silence, so you can use your skills. And as mentioned in previous videos, you can also use your skills while on the actual base panel. So those are your pretty much your only two options. This map should be fairly quick. It's not like there's a lot of traveling to do or a lot of enemies to kill. That's basically all there is to this level, so I will just leave you with that. If you do have issues with and you need, I guess, to either level up or increase your product ranking, one of the best ways to do both those things is to replay episode 9, and I think it's the third or fourth stage. It'll be the one that you played with the enemy base panels and the enemy spawns every round. That one is actually really good for leveling up. You'll there's an experience and a mana boost geoblock that can be moved onto the panels to level you up quicker and to get you extra mana. And then the other bonus of that is you earn a lot of hell from completing it. So if you need to buy stuff to increase that product rank, then you can just keep replaying that, level up, and earn some money so that you can do that. And then you'll be able to pass the bill. As far as that goes, that is it. This one, like I said, is a quick map, so I'll see if I can squeeze in another stage into this video.
So can we defeat Malice? Nothing is impossible for Big Sis. Let's keep this up and defeat them all!
All of them? How much more of it is out there? Oh, I don't see an end to this.
That voice.
What is this? The voices are in my head! The emotions are flowing in. These feelings.
It hurts. So much pain. So much struggle. The sadness. The despair is taking over.
However, the strongest of all is anger. Or is it hate?
There's no forgiveness. I'll destroy everything. Father, mother, everyone I love, and Miss Artina. I won't forgive them. Those who took everyone away from me, and those who didn't do anything to protect them. Humans, demons, and angels. I'll destroy everything.
Is it over?
For now, at least.
That was scary. Disco thought she was gonna go crazy.
I feel so dizzy.
Anyway, why don't you explain now? You know what's going on, don't you? Those words of hatred. What's his motive? Revenge? It sounded like the deaths of you and his family had something to do with it.
Hey, you don't have to be like that. You're making it sound like this is Artina's fault.
That's true. Miss Artina is a good person. She's so good, she was killed by her countrymen for treating their enemies.
And the world is about to be destroyed because of her hypocritical actions. It's only natural she's to blame for this.
You're right. I know I'm partially responsible for this.
Huh? But isn't that weird? Hasn't it been a while since Balvatore stopped drinking blood and lost his powers?
About 400 years, I think.
Then Artina must have died about 400 years ago, too. There's no way Nemo could have met Artina.
Actually, I have met Nemo, and he has survived for 400 years to punish the humans for their sins.
400 years? Humans can't live that long.
Yeah, his soul should have been hunted down by death a long time ago.
No, he evaded death and survived all these years, even after his body had crumbled to dust.
So, is he a ghost?
That's correct. He only exists by the will of his soul.
A ghost, huh? No wonder he was able to appear in Hades and then on the moon.
A vengeful heart that remains, even after losing his body. He must possess so much hatred. Is it because of what Fenric said? We don't have much time. Fear the Great will keep growing through absorbing malice while we stand here. You'll have to tell us the story of Judge Nemo's birth as we keep moving ahead.
There they are again!
Deceiving, hating, hurting, killing among friends, patriots, neighbors, and humans. They have no right to live. And those who just watched and didn't do anything, I will punish them all.
Killing among your compatriots? I wonder if he's talking about Artina.
Miss Artina was killed by her allies under suspicion of being a spy.
But why is he so obsessed with the death of someone who was not even involved with him?
That's because he actually was involved with my death.
What do you mean by that?
He was the reason I was persecuted.
What? So was he the key enemy personnel that you treated?
Yes, that man was Judge Nemo. My death is what triggered Judge Nemo's birth.
And that's the responsibility that you were talking about. And I'm also partially responsible for this. If I had killed everyone there while I was enraged, this wouldn't have happened.
But that was because I stopped you.
This is no longer a weight that you must shoulder alone. Don't blame yourself too much.
Alright, so this is stage 3. So the first thing I will note is that I basically fast forwarding 2 times on the video clip just to keep it under an hour. This stage took a while, so a lot of it didn't really have much going on. It was sort of just moving around and attacking, so I figured I'd do that. I kept the volume in. It's the same as the regular ones, but you're gonna notice that it's fast forwarded as well, so it's gonna be all squeaky and weird. But anyways, so this is a very difficult level. If you're having trouble with it, you're going to need to either level up or increase your product rank. My product rank is not sufficient for this, which is why it probably took so long and why I struggled with it. I think I was only at like product ranked 8 or something like that out of 12. But anyways, your strategy for this is to basically, you want to move to one side. So you don't actually have to, you're going to notice there's going to be 4 geoblocks. You don't actually need to destroy all 4. If you just destroy one of them, it should destroy them all. It's just specific on which one you need to destroy. Because one of them is do not change color. So unless you destroy that one, you're only going to be destroying that one individual block. So you're going to want to head towards the yellow block. And what I try to do is I try to take out the cockatrices first, because what's going to happen is the cockatrice and the zombie dragons are going to magic change with the ground enemies. The other thing is you're going to have to, those mages up top, they're going to be at the top and bottom of the screen, depending on, I guess, how you're viewing the screen. But the way I'm doing it, they're on the top and the bottom right now, so they're actually going to shred your team fairly quickly, so it is going to be the utmost urgency on getting those guys taken out. Now, the thing is, when you destroy the geo panels and all 4 go off, you're going to actually do pretty good damage to them, so it should make things a lot easier. And then, of course, since you'll have better equipment than I did at this point, you'll probably do more damage as well, which will allow you to take out these guys pretty quickly. Obviously, you're going to want some ranged characters to kind of help you take out those mages. I end up using Narcissis's. You can basically use the same characters I'm using if you want. Desco is really useful for taking these guys out. If you do power up her attacks, it'll probably make things a lot easier too. So anyways, once you destroy those geopanels, you'll do the significant damage there and whatnot. You can actually attack if you move up towards where the blocks were or down to where the blocks were. You should be able to attack with some of the ranged characters there, and then at least that way you're not exposed to some of the other mages as well. The ones in the middle might be able to still hit you if you're like in the middle area, kind of between. So obviously sit there, take them out, then you can start kind of inching forward. At that point, if you're moving your whole team to that one side, that might be a good strategy to go with. Because then you can kind of focus on, once you have somebody take out the mages there, you can focus on those ground units over there, and obviously you won't be in range of the mages, so that's fine. And then once you deal with those ground troops, you can slowly move up, take out the middle, the healer. Once those healers are done, you can then continue moving up, take out those other mages, and then lastly focus on those last remaining ground units. I do believe the weaknesses for the ground units are fire, so you'll want to utilize fire attacks. If you can, get Omega Fire for your Red Skull and your Enemeasle. I know there are some monsters that have the fire attacks as well. If you have those, you can do that. I don't really use a lot of the other characters that you might while you're doing this playthrough. I typically just stick to the standard generic characters. And that will do it for the end of this video. I'd like to thank everybody for watching. If you do like the content and would like to see more kind of stuff like this, go ahead and like or subscribe. This is Sean Broccoli. I'll see you guys next time.